Hello and welcome to the Herget Gymnasium for today's non-league matchup here in volleyball as Braintree and Scituate ready for action here in set number one. Mike Walsh bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as we're ready to continue our live stream broadcast here of varsity volleyball. Braintree with consecutive wins here to start the year, one at home and one, actually both on the road now that I look back at the schedule. One at Scituate, ironically enough, they beat the same team that they're playing here today, the Sailors, by a 3-0 score. And then a victory on the road yesterday against Methuen. 3-2 was the score of that one. So 2 victories in the books, and Braintree starts off on the right foot with a kill from Gadiris. Expected to be one of the key contributors here. And Braintree again with a handful of returners in another year for head coach Roberta Stannard, who has really righted the ship here with the boys varsity program. Multiple years in a row now with playoff experience. And now an ace. First 2 points in Braintree's favor. And Braintree's serve is again inbounds. Another ace from Ing. 3-0 is the Braintree advantage with 2 aces. And they'll continue to serve here for the 4th time. Finally, Scituate able to bring it back. Braintree brings it right back down, and to the floor it goes. And the Sailors getting beaten to all spots on the floor right now. Again, Braintree with a 3-0 victory, and none of those 3 sets were close. I'd have to look back at the scorebook there for the exact scores, but I know they were not close in any of those 3 sets. And so far, it's more of the same, as Braintree has scored all 5 of the points. And if you're wondering, there are 2 timeouts per set for each team. What Scituate may consider one early. Already trailing by 5 in the opening set. Best out of 5, first team to win 3 sets. That's Braintree with the dig. It's set here, tough one. And finally, an opportunity here for a volley. Front of the net, and a big-time swing, and that one is out of bounds, and Braintree has given up their first point. Knocked out that time on the Braintree hit on that far side. So knocked out by Alan Ho. And now a serving error has given Braintree a 6-1 advantage. As the serve goes out of bounds, Braintree with a serving error to go along with a couple of aces. Knocked into the net. Jumping that time was Lee. (6-3), the closest Scituate's been in a little while. Set up, and again, this one does find the outside part of the court, right in front of the Scituate bench with a strong kill. The head coach looking on. One hit with plenty of velocity. So 70% of the opening points here going Braintree's way. 7-3 is the advantage. A short serve and an ace. Braintree's third already, as Wu this time contributes another one to that column. To the far side. Punched over the net on that time by Foley. Brought back by Ho, and Foley get his hand on it, but it goes out of bounds. Braintree and Scituate have seen each other over the last couple of seasons, but not a general team that Braintree has on their schedule. At least it hasn't been over the last 5 years. And another Braintree win at the net. That one brought right back. So far, Braintree winning the battle at the net. 10-3 is the advantage. And Braintree's serving has been very good, causing all sorts of trouble. As Wu goes cross court, maybe that one was heading out of bounds, but it was played. And now this one will be 4 hits on the opposite side. Spring sports certainly underway. This is the last week of just a couple of games, or a couple of days worth of games. Next week we'll start a full week, all 5 days. Something going on here at Braintree High School, as the baseball team will begin their season. And a 12-3 start. Coach still not electing to use a timeout. Softball getting a victory in their opener over Dedham. Girls lacrosse the win in their home opener. Boys lacrosse with a loss in their home opener. So a couple of games underway. We have a timeout now on the floor. 12-3 the score here in the opening set. We'll be back to continue the live stream broadcast here of Braintree Volleyball against Scituate in a moment. Play resumes as that one around the sticks and out of bounds. (13-3) as Braintree continues to serve. As Foley able to get it off of one of the Braintree hands. And the Sailors able to get a point. Wouldn't be surprised to see Braintree really go deep into the bench here in this one. Obviously still very early. Long way to go. As Braintree looking for 3 straight wins to begin the year. And they continue to add to their total. Serve from Ho, another good one. Played over by Foley, set at the net. As this one will be played back and then punched wide and out of bounds. Trying to scramble around and make a play on that one for Scituate was Hennigan. One of their tri-captains did not keep the ball in play. So the player wearing a different color jersey, that's the libero, as Braintree has another ace. They've got 4 here in the opening set and are in complete control, up 16-4. As usual, Braintree was part of the Bay State Conference playing a very, very difficult schedule because the volleyball here in Massachusetts is so strong. In the Bay State that see the top dogs every year a couple of times. Needham, Newton North, Brookline. As that one with the big swing and a kill on the Braintree end by Ing. And we're going to see a change here. Substitution getting a good rise out of the crowd as Vo will make his way in. Looking like a freshman here. Getting an opportunity to play. A good line drive serve, 18-4, Braintree in. The lead grows by another point. At this point, I don't know if you even need that second timeout. The way this first set is going. Obviously see that the result is going to be in the books. Playing on their home court, I think it may have been a little bit closer in their first one against Braintree. They did lose in straight sets, but now looking back at the scores from that first game, it's 25-14 in the first set. Braintree winning on the road. 25-10 in the second set and 25-11 in the third set. And this one going to be a much different score in the opening set. So Braintree is already up to 20. Point there for the visitors. Opportunity to serve on the other side. Travascus. And a violation on the serve. Must have stepped on the line. So a point given up. 21-5 now. A wait here as Braintree gets set to serve. This will be Vu set to serve for Braintree. Not sure what the delay is here. Good strong serve. And now another Braintree point. They're just really taking to that Scituate here in this first set. Not uncommon to see a team play each other twice in a year, but definitely odd to see a team play each other twice in the first 3 games, especially a non-league foe. And that's the story here. Braintree with 3 straight non-league matches here to begin the year. And on their way to a first set victory. (22-6), set to serve for Foley. Good pass and nicely executed on the Braintree side. Two more points away from a Braintree convincing victory here in this opening set. And now it is set point. One of the most lopsided sets I've seen in a long time. Braintree looking to put the finishing touches here. Next point for Braintree wins it, and that is the winning point. Rising at the net to get it is Kendall, and Braintree with a 25-6 victory in the opening set, and the two sides will switch sides, and that will do it for set one, as Braintree looking like they may cruise here tonight and move to 3-0 on the year. We'll be back for second set action in a moment. Welcome back here to Braintree High School, start of the second set. Braintree up 1-0 with a 25-6 victory in the first set. See what Scituate brings here in this second set. Braintree's made a couple of changes and a big time hit on the Braintree side that turns into another kill. They have really brought the heat. Serving for Braintree on their side of the floor is Holmes. And a 2-0 start. Again, Braintree had 4 aces back in the first set. That one played over on the third. And the hit by Gadiris is just out of bounds. And a big time swing. Braintree side, you get it right back. Braintree looking to get 4 out of the first 5. They scored the first 5 in the opening set. On the way to a runaway victory in the opening set. And more of the same here to start. 4 out of the first 5 for Braintree, already leading 1-0. Pushed right back over on the other side by DeMontigny. And that one is touched on the Scituate side as Braintree has scored again. Line drive right over by that bench, and no play can be made as Braintree puts another ace on the board. Everybody getting a call on the bench, including a player to enter now on the home side is Kong. Six-1 lead and another Braintree serve. Set up at the net, and that one is registered out of bounds. (7-1) is the Braintree score. So they gave Braintree the point there. Must have been deflected. I didn't see the touch, but either way, there wasn't much of a complaint on the other side, so I imagine that was the case. Right through the hands, as it is played right back by Ward. Set at the net, and a big swing, and Kong cannot drive it home. Serve from Lanens. Outside, and a big time swing from Ho. And Braintree gets the point on the violation. Eight out of the first 10 in Braintree's favor. They're going to win the first two sets. And that one hit short. Hit from Lee. Set up now, and that one is on its way to the stands. A hit from Kong. Braintree on a good run here to start this second set. In complete control again, up 10-2. And a couple of Braintree serving errors, and ironically enough, both by Gutierrez. Sent outside and hammered for the kill on the big time swing by Wyatt Lee. Swung into the net again. Right now, Scituate just trying to find creative ways to get the ball over the net, but they got to bring the ball closer to the net, have themselves a little bit more success. Sent outside now, as Ho again able to get Braintree the point. Off the hands of Hennigan. Braintree now up by 10, 13-3 score. And now a serving error. Braintree's had a couple of those here in this second set. Giving away some points. Actually, 2 of the 4 points Scituate has have come on Braintree serving errors. And now an ace. First one for Scituate. (13-5) the score, and then right after a serving error. Braintree back up by 9. Good serve. As that one knocked out of bounds. Off the hands of Champagne. Back up by 10. Pushed over by Foley. As Braintree pushed it right back towards the net. And that one is out of bounds. Big swing from Tran, but that one well outside the boundary. The serve is short of the net, even as far back Just a couple of serving errors for the visitors, but a lot of that's because they haven't served at all, really, in this one. Braintree winning 25-6 in the first set and already up to 16 to the 6 that Scituate has. That serve is out of bounds. Braintree not doing a great job serving here in the second set. Back and forth we go. Serving hasn't been very good here in this second set by either team. (17-7) the score, and again a stoppage here. One of the officials over at the scorer's table again. Big time hit, and Kong again, able to drive it off the blocker. (18-7) as Braintree just pouring it on. And late now in this second set. Close to another ace, but Scituate able to do enough to force it over the net. Braintree rising, and that one brought back. Wow, Foley doing a nice job, even though that one hit him right in the middle of the body. Able to do enough to bring it towards the net. As Braintree with a denial, and then it's pushed out of bounds. So got to give Scituate some credit here. I know they haven't played all that well, but they have not given up. That was actually probably one of their better sequences. A couple of digs for them in that sequence. Change up coming on the other side. 20-7, Braintree. Another hit from Kong, who's played pretty well off the bench. As that one was around the sticks, referee saying no. And Braintree with the score the way it is, I don't think they're going to really put up too much of a claim here. Good rise and a very nice swing. Another change on the Braintree side is Young coming in. 21-8 now. This one's brought right back. Quick set and not hit all that hard across as the Sailors cannot clear the net, and Braintree has scored. 3 more points away from another quick set. Scituate only scored 6 in the first set, so they've already surpassed that. But it's going to be another more than double-digit victory in this second set. The diving effort kept alive. Best volley for Scituate. There's a scrambling effort by de Montigny. And now out of bounds. That's the best point today for Scituate. Well, obviously hasn't had too much to cheer about, but they do there. You gotta give credit where credit's due. 22-9. First time we've seen that call. A lift against Braintree. We haven't seen a two-touch yet, which is surprising this deep into the game. 22-10. As this one just clears the net. Excellent diving effort as Braintree keeps play alive. And now they have scored with a lift on the other side. That was all set up by the diving play right around the net on the serve that was very short. .23-10. So timeout again at the scorer's table. So in the midst of a little delay here, Braintree again, 25-6 winners in set 1. Just a couple of points away from another convincing second set. Braintree on their way to a 3-0 start. And that serve is out of bounds. Braintree again with another serving mistake there. That was their 5th and 4th of the set. And with a little bit of spin on it, tough ball, and nearly driven over, but into the net. And a big swing, perfectly executed on the other side. And that one was Young, the senior, getting a chance. Braintree now with set point. You'd like to see those fundamental plays. That's a great hit on that side. Good pass, good hit, good kill. Next point for Braintree will be the winning point as they look for a sweep here tonight. Serve from Wu, right to the middle of the court. Played across by Foley, as Braintree will look on the other side for it. Pushed across, and a net violation going to occur here, and close it out in the second set, 25-12, much closer than the first set, which Braintree won 25-6, as they will switch sides. We'll take a break, and Braintree looking to close it out when we return, up 2-0. We'll be right back. Play resumes as we start the third set. Mike Walsh bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV, and Braintree with an opening point here to start. 25-6 and 25-12. The scores in the first two sets. Sent near side and delivered by Ho. Another good kill. Played towards the net. Braintree looking for the first three, and they have it. Off the bench by Lynn. Close to another ace. Brought over by Foley. Braintree will set it. Scoring now the first four until now. First point of this third set. Going Scituate's way. Sliding effort along the sideline. Good pass, as that one does make its way across. And Gadaris this time has again knocked it out of bounds. A couple of big swings, a couple of mishits, and it's 4-2. Cross court, that is inbounds. Excellent hit. And Ho delivers right in the corner there. Five-2 advantage, make it 6. And another violation. To start for the home team, as the Womps are again building up a sizable advantage here early. Tough ball, and wow, nice hit on the Braintree end, as most they've had to really scramble as they keep play moving. Longest volley tonight, and now Ho has put an end to it. He has been superb. player that can really jump. As that one left short by the server Vu. Tipped up at the net and brought back, but making contact with the net, an illegal hit. (9-3) lead as Braintree looking to win in straight sets, and that one right off the hands and did not make its way over the net. Kendall making his way in, and that serve does make its way out of bounds. Braintree up to 7 serving errors, a couple in a row now. As this one will be played over the net by one of their captains, Ward. High arching serve. As this one sent to the near side, and to the floor it goes. Responsible for the kill is Tran. Play continues. And now a point is going to be given on the other side. So 11-5 is the score. Good effort from Braintree to keep that one from hitting the ground. Now to the outside it goes instead. Tough pass, but it is pushed across. Braintree will play it again. Tough pass, and that one to nobody in particular on the opposite side. It's one of the closest we've seen here today. It's 11-6. Enough on it from Tran to get that one for the kill. 12-6 score. And Braintree serve well out of bounds. Another serve, and this one out of bounds. Fourth serving error for Scituate. Nobody converging. That one falls for an ace. Haven't seen one of those in a while for Braintree. Their 6th of the match. Towards the net it goes, and Braintree getting contact with that one twice. We're going to see a timeout by Braintree. 14-8 the score. Braintree a little sloppy here in this third set, as we will return in a moment. Play resumes. And right on cue, as Gadaris drives that one down for the kill. I think head coach Stannard maybe drilling a little bit into the Braintree bench there, as this one has gotten much closer. Sometimes tough when you're the favorite to keep it up for 3 sets. Braintree has certainly played a little lackluster in this third set, but now with back-to-back aces out of the timeout. Make it 1 ace and 1 kill. Seventeen to 8. Good block at the net. Braintree hasn't had a ton of those. And this one just makes its way over. Actually kind of fooled Gadaris at the net. A little off speed on it. Ricochets back onto the Braintree side, set up and delivered down for the kill from Gadaris. Braintree starting to open it up a bit. As it got as close as 6. Now outside and down the line and out of bounds. set up and played across by Lee. 19-10. Braintree playing for a 3-set 2-0 victory for the second time this season against the same opponent in Scituate. Braintree's other victory over Methuen came by a narrow victory in a 3-2 final score, going 15-13 in that fifth set. 20-10. Braintree has doubled their lead, and they are putting the finishing touches now. Took a little bit of extra gusto from the sideline from their head coach, but head coach Standard has gotten our team to play much better volleyball as this third set has neared an end. Looks like the bench can be emptied out on the Scituate side here. Back towards the middle of the court. Good pass, and Ho plays it across and makes its way to the ground. Braintree is 3 points away from match point. A line drive serve. Thought it was going to be an ace. Scituate able to play it across. And Ho continues to be a thorn in the side of the opponent. Hitting ability has been outstanding. And Braintree just a couple of points now away from finishing the job here. Not going to have a home game for a while. So certainly trying to win this one, and they've done their job today. Next home game for Braintree Sports will be on Thursday, girls lacrosse action against Weymouth. And a legal serve on Scituate. That's the second time that's happened. So it is now match point. Certainly would have been an anticlimactic way for this one to end. 24-11 the score. Braintree looking for the final point of the match. And Ho getting the opportunity to do it. And this one's played to the net. And that will be 4 hits. 25-11 will be the final score. Braintree not sweating this one out at all, as they win 25-6, 25-12, and 25-11, and beat Scituate for the second time this season by the same score of 3-0. So Braintree with their third consecutive win to begin the season. Their first home game of the season goes their way. Again, they will be back on the road in the next one, but they will be back home at the start of next week, and we will hope to see some more home volleyball for Braintree when they return next week. 25-11, the final score in the third set, 3-0 the final score. That'll conclude our coverage. Thanks for watching here today, our live stream broadcast of Braintree Volleyball. On behalf of our crew here today, Chris Curran back in the studio with the graphics, and our camera person here today, Dave Maybrook. I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.